welcome back to Saved by the Liberty Bell. We are your hosts, Gael.
Addison,
Annalise,
and Zoe.
Today we are diving into one of the most controversial periods in U.S. history, the Jacksonian era. Was Andrew Jackson a hero of the common man or a president who abused his power? Let's find out.
by the 1820s, America was changing fast. More white men were gaining the right to vote, even if they didn't own land. This led to a new kind of democracy. Andrew Jackson became the symbol of this movement. He was born poor, fought in the Revolutionary War, and became famous as a war hero after the Battle of New Orleans in 1815.
Fun fact, Andrew Jackson survived multiple duels. In one duel, he was shot in the chest and carried the bullet near his heart for the rest of his life.
Jackson ran for president in 1824, but lost in what he called the corrupt bargain. Even though he won most of the votes, the House of Representatives chose John Quincy Adams instead. 4 years later, Jackson came back stronger than ever. In 1828, he won the presidency with huge support from ordinary voters.
Jackson claimed he was fighting for the common man. He believed the government should reflect the will of the people, not the wealthy elites. He introduced the spoils system, rewarding supporters with government jobs. Jackson said it made the government more democratic, but critics said it encouraged corruption.
He also strengthened the power of the presidency. Jackson used the veto more than any previous president, showing he believed the president should be a strong leader.
One of Jackson's biggest battles was against the Second Bank of the United States. Jackson believed the bank favored the wealthy and was unconstitutional. He vetoed its renewal and removed federal money from it.
Supporters cheered for him. Critics warned that destroying the bank would destabilize the economy, and later financial crisis would prove them right. Supporters cheered for him. Critics warned that destroying the bank would destabilize the economy, and later financial crises proved them partly right. Fun fact number 2, and this is the funny one. Andrew Jackson had a pet parrot named Pole. At his funeral, the parrot had to be removed because it kept loudly swearing during the ceremony.
Another major conflict was over tariffs, called the nullification crisis. Southern states hated high tariffs because they made imported goods expensive. South Carolina argued it had the right to nullify or cancel federal laws it disliked. Jackson strongly disagreed. He threatened to use the military to enforce federal law, proving he believed in a strong national government.
The darkest parts of Jackson's legacy was his policy towards Native Americans. Jackson supported the Indian Removal Act of 1830, which forced Native tribes off their land in the Southeast. The thousands of Native Americans died during the forced journey west, known as the Trail of Tears. It is one of the most tragic chapters in U.S. history.
Now it's time for a game of Two Truths and a Lie. See if you can figure out which one's a lie. Number 1, Andrew Jackson was the first president born in a log cabin. Number 2, the Trail of Tears forced out Native American tribes to move west to the Mississippi River. Number 3, Andrew Jackson supported the Second National Bank of the United States.
Okay, I know number 2 is definitely true. The Trail of Tears was part of the Indian Removal Act.
And 1 is also true. Jackson was known as a frontier president.
So lie is 3. Jackson did not support the bank. He fought against it in the bank war.
Jacksonian era expanded democracy for many white men, but it also included women, Native Americans, and African Americans. Jackson changed the presidency forever by making it more powerful and more connected to the people.
So, was he a hero or a villain? The answer depends on whose story you tell. The Jacksonian era reminds us that democracy can grow, but not always fairly.
Thanks for hanging out with us today on Saved by the Liberty Bell, where it's history class but fun. If you learned something new, be sure to follow, subscribe, or share the podcast. We'll see you next time.
Bye.